Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. My name is Darren, and today I have a very special guest with me. He is the father and trainer of Jose Benavidez Jr. and David Benavidez. Jose Benavidez Sr., thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. This means a lot. So say thank you.
No, thank you, man. Like that, man. It's an honor, and we're here. I try to do as much interviews that I can, and it doesn't matter to me if you have one follower, two followers, or you have a lot of followers. At the end of the day, you guys are the ones that are trying to get us to get more fans, and I really appreciate that. That you got in touch with me, and hopefully this is one of more interviews that we're gonna do together.
Yes. So, plenty of more to come, hopefully. Yeah, man, let's get straight into it. So you told me that you were in California for your fighter who's about to fight, right?
Yeah,
Can
right
you tell us a little bit?
now, right now everybody's in camp. David Benavidez is in camp. He's getting ready for his fight with Caleb Plant March 25th. Also, El Rayo Valenzuela, Diego Pacheco is going to the UK, Liverpool. So his brother is fighting today here in LA. I'm here in LA. Last week I had another fighter that was fighting here in LA. So God bless, a lot of blessings. Thank God, we've been busy and we're enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Like I always wonder, like, how hard is it to like manage like time to train each and individual fighter since you have a lot? Is it challenging or is it like
super hard, man? To be honest with you, I don't even know how I do it, but at the end of the day, I was walking today and I was thinking, man, how blessed I am and motivated and I just keep going, man. I wake up super early. I wake up like around 5 in the morning. I go to sleep like around 1 at night in the AM. So it's just about work, man. It's taking advantage of the time right now. There's times that I don't have nothing, but there's times that I'm super busy. So I'm enjoying every minute of it and trying to do everything that I can. It's super hard, like anything else. It's not easy, but we're trying to do our best that we can.
Yeah, of course, but the fighters that come in, that means that you're doing a great job if they keep coming in. They see the example that you set with your sons, and they must be impressed with that. So I take it as a good thing, sir.
Yeah, for sure. In life, you just gotta try your hardest and believe on what you love, and everything will settle. And I think you'll find ways to do and manage things. I think the most important thing, like I said, we're blessed of having a lot of work, and it seems impossible, but at the end of the day, everything gets done.
Okay. Yes, sir. So a few questions I have. What's it called? So your son David, right, is fighting Caleb March 25th, MGM Garden Arena. Why should the fans, including myself, why should we tune into this fight? Like, why should we buy the pay-per-view? Like, because we know what David can bring, but are we gonna see fireworks? Are we gonna see, what are we gonna see in that fight?
Of course, I want to talk about Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant's a great fighter. He has a lot of good footwork. He's very slick, very smart, very fast. He fought Canelo. He came short on that fight, but he fought the biggest fighter in the world. I think he was doing well. He was actually, in my opinion, I think he was winning the fight until he got stopped. His last fight, he fought Anthony. The fight was pretty even in my opinion, but then he ended up with a devastating knockout. Maybe knockout of the year. And like I said, he's a great fighter, good fighter. I think we're gonna have to test David and see his abilities against a fighter that's slick and knows how to move. And in my opinion, I think David's gonna stop him like in about 8-9 rounds. Because of the volume of punches he throws, and he's super hungry. And this fight, it's been trying to fight this guy for almost 5 years. He talks a lot of smack, and he got me a little bit mad on the press conference. Now I'm okay, we're still mad at him. We want to beat him, but we got to fight smart. We can't go in there and take over. We got to control that anger. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be explosive. He has to win this fight. because if he loses this fight, he's gonna have to start all over. Caleb Plant, you know, David's an undefeated fighter. David's only 26 years old. Caleb Plant's like 31, 30 years old. So it's a big test for both of them. I think Caleb Plant is going to bring his best that night, and David's going to bring his best, so that's guarantee an exciting matchup. I think it could be a fight of the year. Everybody's excited. The tickets are almost sold out. The rooms in Las Vegas are almost sold out. So, I mean, it's crazy, man. People are very interested in this fight.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's it called? Like, it's very hard, like, for like these type of fights to be made, you know, and you know how boxing is. There's a lot of politics. It's very hard to make big fights like this. So as fans, you know, we can just like congratulate both fighters. I mean, not congratulate, but, you know, thank them for making this fight happen, you know, because,
yeah,
you know, David and Caleb, like, they both need this fight. Like, you know, like, it's a big fight. It's their biggest fight, each of them individually, their biggest fight of their career. So I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, I'll tell you something right now. You know, like you said, thank God we made this fight. At the end of the day, you know, it's all about fighters who they want to fight. All these fighters are picking their fights, you know. You know, we don't pick nobody. We want to fight the best. We want to fight everybody. We want to fight Caleb Plant. We want to fight Charlo. We want to fight David Morrell. All these fights are very dangerous fights. And you know what? We're going to give you those fights because, you know, we want to give you those fights. And Caleb Plant and all these people, they only fight guys that, you know, Caleb Plant was forced to take this fight for 5 years. You know, he didn't want to take that fight. And you know what he did? He asked for a lot of demands. We gave him everything he wanted. And this is what happens with all these other fighters. They won the fight, and that's when it becomes difficult. With us, Team Benavidez, man, you're not going to run to that. We're going to give you good fights. El Rayo Valenzuela is fighting Biham. It's a good fighter, super great fighter too. We're not asking for anything. We just want that fight. See, those are the fights that we want to make. But with these guys, they start asking for so many demands. If I would have said no to Caleb Plant asked for like about 5 things, right? If I would just say to one no, what do you think he would have done? He would have said, you know what, I say yes, but they didn't want to do this, they didn't want to do that. I'm not going to fight. So what I did is give him everything he wants. That's why the fight is made, you know? And until I see him in that ring, you know, I'm going to be happy. Because he could pull out, hey, I fractured a finger, I broke a nail or something, you know, and then he's not going to want to come to the fight. So far, so good. I'm just praying for him to be healthy, to be good, and make it to the day of the fight. But see, those are the kind of things that other fighters should do too. We don't care about all these other things, you know. Let's get in the ring, let's make it happen, give the fans what they want, and that's it, you know. Why all these demands, you know?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
They're trying to act like divas, man. So with us, you're never gonna have that, bro. We want to get inside the ring. You know, he wants to be announced as a champion. David is the interim WC world champion for the WBC. Does it make sense? So he wants to be announced like the champion. Go ahead, give him you know, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You know, he wants the blue corner. Give him the blue corner. Give him whatever he wants. So we're excited about this fight, actually. This is a tough fight for us, and we're excited. We want to take challenges like that and keep learning and getting stronger.
Yes. Yeah, we're all excited to see this fight, man. David has been the #1 mandatory for the WBC super middleweight title for, I feel like, for a while now. Like, it's actually crazy that he has to fight Caleb to be the #1 mandatory again. You know, it's like,
you know, I tell everybody, forget about that fight. It's not going to happen. We fought the first time, the eliminator to fight Canelo. It didn't happen. We fought another eliminator to fight Canelo. It didn't happen. We fought for the interim title because he was going to go to heavyweight or something like that with the African
light
guy.
heavyweight.
The light heavyweight. It didn't happen.
The cruiserweight.
the cruiserweight. And
Yeah.
then we came. I mean, nothing's happening. You know, who is he fighting right now? He's thinking about fighting Ryder on May. You know, who
Yeah.
cares about that fight? Nobody wants to see that fight. I mean, he's all his fans are talking now. Forget about that fight with David Benavidez and Canelo. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm not even thinking about it. I'm
Yeah.
so, man. I'm just like so fed up with all this Canelo, David, Canelo. I don't even want to talk about that because it's not going to happen. We got other things. We got a contract. After this, in the contract, there's David Morrell, there's Charlo, and Boo Boo Andrade. So, man,
Oh, wow.
what would I think about Canelo?
Yeah.
Canelo does not want to fight David. He knows. I'm not saying that he's afraid, but he doesn't want to lose to David. No fighter's afraid of nobody, but they
It's a
don't
huge
want to
risk.
lose when they think that doesn't make sense. So he'll try to do whatever, but his sales are going down, and people, I mean, at the end of the day, Canelo is the face of boxing, the best. I wouldn't call him pound for pound because he got beat by Bivol now, but he's worked so hard, to accomplish something. What he's done is going to be super hard, but it's the end of his career. We're all going to be there. David's only 26 years old, and Canelo has fought so many times. The body doesn't want to go no more. So that's why he feels that he's not the same. And the last 3 fights, is not the same. So, I mean, he's already worn out. The body gave him everything he asked for. That's it, no more. All fighters end up like that. Look at Julio Cesar Chavez when he fought De La Hoya. He wanted to go, but the body didn't want to go no more. So I think it's the same with Canelo. He had a lot of fights. He did everything he could, and it's going to be so hard for somebody to do what he did. But everything, has an end, and I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as boxing fans, it's, as I said earlier, it's hard to get the fights that we want, and as I was just mentioning that he's been in mandatory for, it seems, forever now. Your son became the youngest ever super middleweight champion, and I feel like he gives the biggest problems to Canelo at 168, but we all know he's not going to fight him.
Yeah, but
and
right now, I think the most important thing right now, we got to focus on Caleb Plant. We can't
absolutely
underestimate Caleb Plant. It's a tough fight. It's a super hard fight, and we have to focus on that and beat this guy impressive and see what happens. We can't just beat him. We have to look impressive in order to go to the next level. Yeah, make a statement.
Make a statement. Speaking about making statements, what do you think, if he has a really good performance, do you really because it seems like it's hard for David to get fights. It's super hard to get him fights because nobody wants to fight him.
We already have a contract. Like I said, we already have a contract. There are fighters that want to fight him. They want to step out to the big stage. Like I said, David Morrell, Boo Andrade. These guys were avoided by Canelo also. Fuck, we'll take him.
For sure.
We'll take him. Doesn't make sense. David's only 26 years old, man. Let's go. He's motivated. He's happy. He's undefeated. Let's go. So, but like I said, we have to focus on March 25th, and then from then on, then we can start seeing who's next or whatever. And all these guys are gonna want to fight now David because he's the face of boxing. So
absolutely.
We just gotta take care of Caleb Plant and see what happens. Like I said, this is the biggest fight right now, and Caleb Plant is a tough fight, so we got to make sure we focus on that first.
Absolutely. Speaking about, March 25th, you mentioned you have another fighter named Jose Rayo Valenzuela. I've actually, I've been following his fights, his last few fights, and, to me, he's been a favorite of mine in the lightweight division. And obviously his last fight, it was, as a fan, it kind of hurt me to see that, but, what can we expect this time around in this fight? Is there any differences between last camp and this camp?
Well, yeah, you can lie. Sometimes, like what happened with Rayo, he was doing super good. He lost ground. last round, he was not as focused as he was supposed to be, and that's what happened. B-Hop also lost his last fight, so
Mhm.
but same boat, man. Sometimes these guys are young, they get caught up with the friends and all those distractions, man, that is not good for boxing. And that's what happened. So I think he learned from that. At the end of the day, if you go through that early in your career, it makes you stronger. He's focused, he's 100% back. He's as soon as he lost that fight, he came back to the gym, and he's been training, and he's super motivated. And only time will tell. Like B-Hop is one of my favorite fighters. He's a good fighter, fast, very slick, also very intelligent. It's a tough fight, man. But both of these fighters need that fight. So at the end of the day, who's more focused? Who wants it more? One of these guys, one of them is going to lose. And the one that's going to lose is going to go all the way in the line, back in the line. And who
Absolutely.
wins is ready for big challenges.
Big challenges, big contenders at 135. Speaking about 135, I like a day or two ago, there was a report saying that, since the Ryan and Tank fight, they kind of fell out apparently, but it got brought back in because of the rematch clause, and they were disputing
There we
over
go
all
again.
that.
That's what I'm saying. All these guys, they ask for the fights. Once they give you the fight, now they're demanding. They want this, they want that. I mean, like, just make the fight, bro.
It
Make
seems
that
like
fight.
it seems like they both agreed now, so it's like,
I don't know, man.
Barry's waiting
Until
to
they
sign.
post it, something's gonna come out.
Yeah.
How many times has Ryan canceled his fights?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he has.
So, I mean, until they show up to the ring, Tank has been active. Tank has been fighting, and I think he will fight. But Ryan Garcia has been having a lot of problems, and I just don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened with all the fights that he gets, and then they cancel. I don't understand. But that would be a great fight. That's a fight I want to see. That's a really, really good fight.
Absolutely, absolutely. If that fight does happen, who do you got winning?
I like both, man. To be honest with you, whoever trains hard, whoever's more focused, Tank has more experience. He's been more active, and we've seen what he did with all these fighters. He gets like Leo Santa Cruz. He was getting hit, and then he dropped him in a fashion way. Then when he was fighting Rolly, same thing, and boom, put him to sleep. When the last fight he was fighting too. I mean, he can adjust, and he's very smart. At the end of the day, whoever's more focused and trains 100% is the one that's going to win. Ryan Garcia, we haven't really seen a lot, so he has to prove a lot. I believe in my mind, in my opinion, is he ready for somebody like that? Why not keep fighting, get some momentum, and then get the big fights? But at the end of the day, I'm not his manager. I'm not his trainer, so. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would maybe get 2-3 fights and make sure, okay, he's 100%. Let's go. But
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to comment on that, to be honest with you, because I don't even know what he does. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully we get that fight in 135, man. That's a fight that we want to see. A fight that I think is happening. And I think these two fighters are actually about that fighting. Devin Haney and Lomachenko, apparently they're gonna fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight, man. I don't know if it's gonna be an exciting fight, but that's a
It's
good
a bigger
fight.
fight in terms of
Yeah,
boxing. Like,
I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I would say it's Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, but Lomachenko is not a brawler. He's not a, you know, I don't know, man. I want to see that fight too. It's an interesting fight, but it's kind of tricky because I mean, David Haney is a good fighter, good counterpuncher. So I just don't know how that's going to go with Lomachenko too, trying to counter each other
yeah,
and I mean, it's going to be like a chess game. To be
yeah, I was
honest
gonna
with
say
you,
that.
I just don't know. That's a good fight, but it's just tricky.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But at this moment, I think David Haney, has the style and very patient. And I would advise him to keep doing what he's doing. That's what got him all the way to the top. And why change anything? He's
Yeah,
longer,
absolutely.
faster, younger, and I think he has a good chance to keep all his belts. And
Yeah, absolutely.
and see, but it's another interesting fight.
Yeah, of course, of course. He's in my and everybody should consider him number one in the 135 yards off the belts. I mean,
Well, yeah, he has all the
but
belts. He proved everybody. He beat
exactly,
all these guys. I mean, he's there. He beat everybody. He's a champion for a reason. So I
absolutely.
think I love his style. And that works for him. And I mean, keep doing the same thing that you're doing.
Yes, yes. That's a very good fight as well in 135. I want to backtrack to the March 25th with Benavidez and Plant. There was a lot of in the press conference you mentioned earlier. There was a lot of trash talk between both of y'all. And that's kind of anger, right? At the moment you see him, you just want to put hands on him. But
No. You know what? This guy's
no, no,
been
no.
talking a lot of shit. He's been doing a lot. But you know what? I want to tell you here. I want to apologize to all my people, to all my fans, and to all the viewers. He did make me mad.
Yeah,
I would like to take everything that I said back because I'm not like that. At the end of the
yeah,
day, and he pointed he said one thing. That I never laced up a pair of gloves. I never been in the ring and doing all this, doing that. I mean, but look, I made 2 world champions, 3 world champions. So I must be doing something good. I don't think I'm
yeah. You must
best.
be
I don't
really good
think
at what you're doing.
I just try. I just try, and doing all that. That has nothing to do with him. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, so I'm just trying to do whatever I can, and I enjoy every minute of it. And I always said, I didn't know shit about boxing. I didn't know nothing about boxing. Look where I'm at now, and I don't think that I'm better than anybody else. I just try to work and do as much as I can, and try to motivate kids and parents to train their kids and other people that you don't have to know anything in order to do something big. If you're just passionate about it
absolutely,
and you work hard and you sacrifice, it'll come.
absolutely. Yeah, no, no. I was just gonna say obviously you didn't. It was just in the moment, Like I
Yeah.
saw comments saying, "Oh, like I don't respect Team Benavidez no more," and to me, I was like, "It's in the moment. Like it's understandable, but I'm pretty sure you don't mean it like that all the time. Like you
Nah,
take
but at
back
the end
all
of
the
the
time.
day, like I
You take
said,
it back
the
all the
only
time.
thing, I could do is apologize to the people. At the end of the day, people, if I didn't say nothing, oh my God, he was scared. Why didn't he say anything? Now, when you
Yeah,
talk, they're still gonna talk. At the end of the day, I think social media right now, people talk shit. So you can talk to them a little bit. They want your response. If they say, "Hey, good job, you did good," sometimes you don't write back. Just
yeah,
whatever. It's so many
yeah.
people. It's so hard that people don't understand. So many messages, so many things. Shit, it's impossible sometimes to respond to everybody. But what I notice is that when they put bad stuff, that's when you respond a little bit. But no, to be honest, I learned from the fans, and good messages, bad messages, or whatever. I'm thankful. That's their opinion, and I respect that. And it doesn't make me mad or nothing like that. You know what you sign for. Don't read those messages, because
Yeah,
people, when they see somebody that's been a little bit successful, they want to crush you. They want to, make you feel bad. And sometimes, I get, you know, um, people say things that they don't even know nothing about boxing. So why would I even not pay attention to all that? I try to
yeah,
be as friendly as I can, but no, it's part of the business, man. That doesn't get me
yeah,
mad or nothing like that.
yeah. To be honest, we we kind of do want to see a little chirping here and there, but obviously you didn't mean it, and it's
But
understandable,
it
sir.
was good because we sold a lot of tickets. So at the end
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what I'm
day, it
saying.
was fun. I mean, people
The
want a
fans
little bit
love
of
that.
drama. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm Mexican. Sometimes I don't say the right words or whatever. And I tell you right now, man, and I always, in all my interviews, I had no education, man. My dad were super old. and I had to struggle. I had to eat dirt. I eat leaves, slept on the floor, and I covered myself with the newspapers or cartons or whatever. I'm not ashamed of that, bro. Hey, that's my life. That's what I got, and thank God, I'm still alive, and I don't want to be better than nobody else. I don't. I admire anybody that's training or doing whatever. They're just trying to do the best that they can. And I'm like I said, it doesn't hurt me when people say I don't know shit about boxing, or I don't even know this, know that. It's okay. I don't. I'm just trying to do what I can.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. You know, we are tuning into this fight because it's your son is like, first of all, he's like, when we watch him, it's just excitement every time. He brings everything to it. So, the trash talk adds a little bit more to it, like you could say. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to ask, really. I wish your fighter luck tonight. He has a fight, and I wish every single fighter that you have in your camp very good luck. And
you know what? Thank you, man. We've been doing really well. They're winning really good. They train super hard, and I just can't remark and corner for me, boxing fan, bro. That's a good fight. I'm gonna get to see it right there, real close. I'm super excited. We're gonna bring you guys a good fight. It's gonna be an exciting fight. From the bell when it rings, it's gonna be exciting because we're gonna try to chase this guy and break him down and try to put him out. And it's a challenge because that guy knows that Davis coming forward, and he's gonna try to find and kind of run, and get away. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very interesting who does what,
Yes, it's going to be very interesting.
If he's going to be able to outbox David, or David's going to cut that ring and put him to sleep,
Yes, absolutely, man. March 25th, guys, get your tickets. It's almost sold out. MGM Garden Arena. The exciting night of boxing.
Yeah, man. And I tell you right now, all the tickets are almost sold out. The rooms are sold out. But if you can't make it, make sure you get that pay-per-view.
Yes, pay-per-view, Showtime, live, March 25th.
Yeah.
And yes, thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all your fans. Thank you so much.
Thank you.